Welcome to Fencetech 2021.
Good morning. We are a fencing equipment company called Balance. Our industry is sports, more specifically the profession of fencing, and we obviously specify from fencing equipment and creating a safer environment.
We are Valeria Tolentino, Angela Vera, Víctor San Martín, and Aranza Villaseñor.
So right now, we're gonna present our commercial. Hey you, are you a fencer?
Yes,
Do you poke yourself with a sword?
of course, all the time.
Then we have the perfect product.
Well, show me.
This is our latest product, the silicone case. It is the latest creation of our brand, Balance.
Well, how does it work?
The way it works is that you put on the silicone case in the tip of your sword and it's done. Your sword is safe now.
That's perfect, but is it gonna be expensive? That sounds really expensive.
Not at all. Actually, the product is extremely cheap since silicone is easy to find. Plus, it's very resistant and it's guaranteed that it will last a long time.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I need. Well, where can I get it?
You can get it at any fencing store, or your local sports store, or you can even go to our website, www.fencingbalance.com, and get yours now.
I am literally on my way to buy it right now. This is the best thing I've ever heard of.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
First 10 people buying a silicone case will also have a second free silicone case.
Get yours now, and remember to choose Balance for a better fencing experience.
Introducing our company. We are Balance, a fencing equipment company with a slogan of "for a safer fencing experience."
To begin with our product, we had to recognize the problem. Fencing injuries caused by weapons tip. Not safe for people handling the weapons. Poke people by the tip if not handled correctly and with care. The handle on the weapon doesn't have a good enough grip. May cause the weapon to fly away from the fencers mid-match.
For our product, we needed to find our market so we could sell fine. And we found out that all the individuals in fencing would be part of our market. And for the weapons tip, more specifically, it would be saber fencers, which is the last weapon. For the weapons handle problem would be FA fencers, which is the second weapon, and associations like USA Fencing, International Fencing Federation, and the British Fencing, as well as fencing trainers, judges, and audience.
Our solutions were a silicone case for the weapon's tip and a silicone grip in the weapon's handle.
Coming up with our solutions. We did a brainstorming of 20 different ideas to help different problems involving injuries that present themselves in fencing. The first two images are some of our ideas during the brainstorming. Then voting as a team and narrowing the ideas to 10, so we will elaborate each idea. Deciding to make a sort of case to avoid poking with the tip. Coming up with the idea of making it out of silicone, it can be cheaper and accessible to more people. The third image is one of our failed sketches.
Coming up with our solutions. Adding silicone grips to the handle so the weapons don't fly away, and maybe hit the audience member, judge, or even the coach. Figuring out how much silicone to use and how much and which parts so the solutions are the most effective they can be.
We made a survey and asked our close relatives what they thought about the solution. And according to the people we surveyed, the grip was a very good idea and it would be very helpful. Considering the materials, it shouldn't be too expensive for fencers, which is correct. Silicone isn't that expensive. The case should be implemented in the mandatory guidelines to prevent injuries, and it can make fencing as a sport a much reliable source of entertainment and healthiness. Even though the product couldn't be tested on actual fencers due to the pandemic, we were able to find out what non-fencers thought about our solutions, and even they understood and were pretty happy about how easy it is.
We improved our market's life by preventing weapon-related injuries and ensuring a safer fencing match for everyone involved.
These are pictures of our final prototype.
These are pictures of our final prototype on different angles.
And the description of our actual prototype, like as a product, would be that the length is approximately 31.5 centimeters long. The width would be 9 centimeters at its longest, including the handle, and 0.5 centimeters at its shortest at the top of the tip. The actual saber, like in real life, would be 105 centimeters long, so it would be a 1:5 ratio. The silicone case would be as long or as short as the buyer decides or needs. We chose blue for the handle because it represents reliability, and we chose black for the silicone case because it represents the absence of color, and we want to give off the idea that the silicone parts would be whatever color the buyer wants, and for it to be a more personal experience.
On the first picture, you can see the part that is called the grip. It's used so the handler can have better control over the weapon overall. There are 6 silicone lines. We were inspired in the silicone they put in stock so that a user doesn't fall over. In the second picture, you can see the case. It works in a way there is sort of a push instead of a poke when the tip is used. We were inspired by protective seals and the way corners of furniture are covered when babies are learning to walk.
Thank you so much for paying attention. Please recommend our product amongst your peers, and we hope you enjoyed this presentation of the product.